Hey Peaches, it is HoneyPeach, aka Patty. I am here because last week we saw DandyPeach draw out her Animal Crossing character. It came out so cute. I love how hers came out. I loved her colors, and she just kills it all the time. So shout out to Kirsten / DandyPeach for killing it on hers. And so this week I'm going to be drawing mine out, and I'm going to be answering the same question she was answering. So you're going to get two different takes, two different takes, so I'm going to have maybe different answers, maybe not. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's get into it. And I'm going to be drawing on my iPad today and going to be using Procreate. So let's get to it and do it. Alrighty, as I start sketching out my villager, I'm going to answer the first question on our questionnaire, which is, what is your favorite Animal Crossing species? It's really hard throughout all of these to just give one answer on them. So mine's like a three-way tie between bears, deers, and dogs. I just feel like depending on the Animal Crossing, I've had different interactions with them, and I just love those species overall, and I think they're always drawn really, really cute. Leading into my next question is, who is your favorite villager? I feel like that's changed a lot over the years, but my most recent one, and the one that really stood out to me in New Leaf, was Diana. She moved into my town. She was just super great. I like the snooty types, and she became my best friend, and she lives like right next to me, and she is so cute, and I've always loved her house. In other Animal Crossings, at one point it was Stitches, another point it was Benjamin, but right now I just love Diana, and I really hope I get her in my island soon. Okay, my favorite version of the Animal Crossing series would probably have to be Wild World. I feel like I was really young when I played the GameCube original Animal Crossing, which I loved, but then I never played City Folk, which is probably the only game I've never played. But Wild World really had me doing new things, actually trying the game because I was a little bit older too. So I really started decorating my house and paying off my debt. And yeah, it was just great, and it had a whole new feel to it. So yeah, I would say Wild World is probably my favorite. Now for which one I've played most often, that would probably have to go to New Leaf. I spent a lot of time on New Leaf. I think it came out, 2013? And I only took a few short breaks on it, but yeah, I played from 2013 up till March 19th, 2020, just trying to do everything I could in that game and feel 100% good and complete and ready to let go of it. So when New Horizons came out, I could fully submerge in that one. Going back to the ones I haven't played, the only two Animal Crossings that I have not played is City Folk. I don't know why, I just never got into that. I feel like it was pretty close to Wild World coming out, so I just really stuck to Wild World and playing on my DS. And Happy Home Designer seemed like it was going to be a flop. I know a lot of people love it. Definitely has a strong fan base. I just didn't want to just focus on one aspect of Animal Crossing, and so it just didn't feel like a complete game, knowing I was just going to be doing furniture and home designing. Okay, and who my least favorite villager is. So the only way villagers can become like my least favorite is if they were to move on one of my paths or on one of my bushes, or sometimes some of my hybrid flowers would be in little like cute patterns and patches, and they would just boop, like put their house right on top of it. And so that's what really like pissed me off. I know that villagers can't do that anymore in New Horizons, which I am so stoked about. But as for the predecessors, I would have to say that would happen all the freaking time with me. So I've had Rocket do that to me, which I absolutely hated. I had a park set up in New Leaf with like little bushes like around and everything, and they just literally like ruined my bush little fence and put their house in such an awkward place, and I absolutely died. I've had Pietro. I know a lot of people like him. I wouldn't mind getting that animal now. But when I was younger, I don't have a thing for clowns, so I didn't really like getting that villager at all. I don't really like the anteater villagers that much. They're just not my vibe. One villager I hated in the beginning was Beardo, which is a bear that has a beard. But you know, he really grew on me. And so after a while, I just loved having him in my town. He was very sophisticated. I always thought he was from like England, you know? So I also liked his house. My first memory of Animal Crossing, it was of course playing the GameCube one. And if you've ever played the GameCube original Animal Crossing, you will remember that there's balls, like soccer balls or basketballs, just like laying around town, and sometimes the villagers ask you to come bring them a ball. And so I had a hippo that I think his name was Rocco, I'm not sure. It's like a greenish kind of hippo, looks really plain. And he asked me for a ball, and I got him a ball, and just seeing the villagers like kick the ball around, and like you can like kick it around too. I don't know why, but I really remember that, and I wish we could have that ball concept back, or like where you have to bring a ball to the villagers. I think that would be so freaking cute. I hope you guys liked me going back and forth on my sketching. Don't really show a lot of my sketching just because I feel like it's a lot of trial and error when I do draw, like, of what feels good and what looks good, you know? So there it is. With my title being Creative Trash, which I sincerely don't think I will ever change. Well, there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed that little questionnaire plus time-lapse drawing video. I hope you guys liked me switching up the direction a bunch of times and redrawing a bunch of times too. I really like how it came out. I like the yellows and oranges that I add into it. I sometimes just get into little color palettes or tones that I just can't get out of, and I've been in a lot of orange and yellow tones lately. Bring a lot of warmth. As my microphone slowly slides down, I think that's going to be about it. Just keep an eye out for our following video, which is going to be me and Kirsten visiting each other's towns for the first time. Believe it or not, we haven't seen each other's towns since the first video, and we did that on purpose just so we can have a few weeks and reconvene and see where we decided to take things, you know? And so that's going to be really exciting, so just look out for that. And if you watched all the way through, thank you so much for watching. And if you guys like what you guys are getting, we are going to be releasing videos at least once a week, which is what we've been doing. We will be releasing videos at least once a week, which is what we've been doing, if not more. So just go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment if you guys liked it. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on our next video with hopefully me and DandyPeach together. Stay peachy, my peaches.